Hi there, my name is Kyle Whitten at Mealey Sport Mazda, and I really wanted to show you this new 2014 Mazda 3. I really wanted to show you drivers out there, those of you who really love to get behind the wheel of a good car. This thing is absolutely amazing, and I encourage you to come down and experience the drive for yourself. It's incredible how it feels. Popular Mechanics even says that there's not another car in this segment that's as fun to drive or feels as good and as solid and sturdy on the road. I mean, it's absolutely just an incredible drive. Autoblog even says that the 3 is the best driver's car in its class. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the drive, the comfort, the sound system, convenience, the technology, the style, but really I just want you to come experience the drive, because it's just one of those cars you get behind it and you just know you got to have it. All right, so now let's talk about the drive. This thing is, again, an absolute phenomenal car to drive, so I'm really speaking to you drivers out there. Plenty of pickup, plenty of power. Steering is absolutely great. You don't have to take my word for it. US News and World Report even says that it has terrific handling, crisp steering, and it makes the Mazda 3 the most fun to drive in its class. You might think a car with 40 miles to the gallon might lack power, but it doesn't. It's there, it grips the road, and it gets up and goes. Car and Driver even says there's no waiting for the power to arrive, just a steady stream of pull. It handles well, it drives well, the steering wheel is as tight as a drum, it's solid, it's just absolutely exhilarating to drive. All right, guys, let's talk about the entertainment system here. Obviously, part of the driving experience is not just how it drives, but what you do when you're in the car. And everybody likes to listen to music, have a good sound system, and let me tell you, this thing is top quality, fully loaded, top to bottom. They did everything well done, well thought out, well laid out. Phenomenal sound system. It's very clear, very powerful, a lot of bass, a lot of thump. It sounds like a custom stereo. You got the optional Bose. You do have optional 7-inch touchscreen navigation as well. The controls for the volume are on the steering wheel, as well as the volume knob right here next to the seat, right next to your right thigh where your hand naturally lays. So again, very thought out, very just fun to be in and listen to your music. Probably one of the reasons why Autoblog said the 2014 Mazda 3 is the new measuring stick by which all compact cars will be judged. I mean, let me tell you, this thing has Bluetooth, internet social media apps. It has SMS text where it'll actually read you your text through the speakers of the car. I mean, how awesome is that? You got Pandora, Stitcher Radio, AHA. I mean, it's just, again, it's just fully loaded and just a very fun car to be in. Autoblog also said that it's loaded up with cool technology and that the Mazda 3 is their favorite car in the class. And let me tell you, when you get in this thing, you'll enjoy it. All right, guys, so let's talk a little bit about the comfort and the convenience of the 2014 Mazda 3. They really got it down pat. From a driver's standpoint, when you sit in this thing, you're ready to go. I mean, everything's right where you want it. All your controls on the steering wheel here conveniently laid out. You got the knob here and commander switch for the infotainment. Once you sit down, you just feel good. I mean, it feels fantastic. Everything's in the right place. The seats are absolutely phenomenal. All premium materials. In fact, the journals like Auto Guide and US News are saying that it just feels like a much more expensive car. From my standpoint, when you sit in here, you sit down, the seats are absolutely perfect. They got they grip you well, they fit you well, they're extremely comfortable and laid back for when you're just taking it easy, but they also got a good backbone to it, so they'll grip you when you want to go, and the car will go. Just a really good feel. Even getting in the car is a joy. You got your keyless entry, the advanced keyless entry on the outside, so you got a bag full of groceries or something like that, you don't even have to take the key out of your pocket or purse. Hit the little button, lets you in, and then of course it's push to start to go. I mean, they thought of everything, but really, like I said, one of the coolest things about it is you get in, you sit down, you're comfortable, and you're ready to go right away, and it just feels phenomenal, man. This thing feels like $1,000,000. All right, guys, so let's talk a little bit about the technology that you get with the 2014 Mazda 3. We've gone over already some of the bells and whistles that you get in the cabin, which is you know, top of the line, but where this really separates itself is what you get in the engine, the transmission, and the chassis. You get the full Skyactiv suite now, which is the Skyactiv drive transmission, the Skyactiv engine and horsepower, as well as fuel efficiency, and the chassis, the Skyactiv chassis as well. So they put the whole suite together to just make a really efficient, fun, really fun to drive car. And well, the performance is there, the efficiency is there, great car all around. You do get a lot of safety features with it as well, things like automatic high beams, blind spot monitoring, radar-based cruise control, as well as low-speed brake support. So they really covered all angles in there. As a matter of fact, Auto Guide even says that it's got a real luxury car feel, and you get luxury car features at an affordable price point. So it feels like a lot more car than the money. But from a driving experience, one of the cool things about this Skyactiv drive transmission is that it will actually hold off on upshift, and it will automatically downshift under braking for you to get the right gear for the corner. So it's a real exhilarating experience. If you want to get up and go and, you know, be aggressive on the road, it certainly allows you to do it. Car and Driver even states that this automatic behaves like a well-driven manual car. So it's just phenomenal drive all the way around, fun car. You got to get in here, man, and you got to drive one of these things. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the design and the style of the new Mazda 3. As you can see, it's a gorgeous looking car. They took some cues from the new Mazda 6 and the all-new CX-5. And you can see the resemblance in the Kodo design with the 5-point grille and the aggressive headlights. Very sleek, aggressive design. Matter of fact, it's a design that Car and Driver says has sex appeal, and I think I agree. It just looks like a real aggressive, bold, fun car to drive, and it is. It's made out of very good materials. The interior is very upscale, and it's a car that AutoGuide.com says is a very attractive car and one that looks far more expensive than anything else in its class. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that is my overview of the 2014 Mazda 3, a car that is so phenomenal, so well built and fun to drive that Popular Mechanics says that if you don't enjoy driving the Mazda 3, you're doing something wrong. Thank you again for watching. I'm Kyle Whitten.